This is a 1958 Chevrolet 3100 short bed. I'll take it for a quick drive. And she's still a little cold. There we go. Just pulled her out of the shop, so she's still running a little cold. The engine runs awesome. And I'm actually going to drive this and to hold the camera at the same time. That's how good the truck drives. Nice and straight. Shifts out really easily. Excuse me. Speedometer does not work. Oil pressure gauge, amp gauge does work. Temperature gauge works. And the gas gauge did work, but just tripped up there, so it may just be a little wired. But this truck just drives nice and straight. Very, very minimal play in the steering wheel. I actually bought this truck locally. This truck's been here in my local area, Fayette County, Coweta County area of Georgia for a good portion of its life. I purchased it from a guy who has a farm in Coweta County, and he'd been driving it pretty regularly. Getting reverse there. Driving it pretty regularly around town, and also even to work sometimes. He worked for Delta as a mechanic, and so he'd been driving it from up the interstate into work every once in a while. Hop out here and let you hear the engine run. The exhaust. Nice healthy tick of solid lifters. I'll turn this off. Unfortunately, actually, you know what? He does have the e-brake hooked up. I was going to say this one. The next truck, the other truck that I've got, the e-brake's not hooked up. I believe the e-brake is hooked up on this one. Remanufactured engine, and it's got actually a little plate down there. And that's when they rebuild the engine, they put that, stamp that plate on there. It says period correct, 235, 6-cylinder. Been upgraded to electronic ignition, which is really nice. HEI. Really clean underneath the hood, no rust. Nice clean inner fender wells. Original oil bath air filter, which is really, really nice. It's still in the generator, but it has been upgraded to a 12 volt. And it seems to maintain a good battery charge and runs around town pretty good. Another great thing is he put in a factory original looking or styled 4-quart aluminum radiator. So like I said, one of the things we always look for around our area where we live, this is the Delta hub. Atlanta's the Delta hub, and we always look for something owned by someone who works for Delta. They just always seem to be, especially pilots and engineers and mechanics. They always seem to take really good care of their stuff. So we like to find a golf cart or a car owned by, actually my daughter. We bought a vehicle for my daughter, a 2003 Civic from a Delta engineer, and one owner, you know, always maintained it, kind of thing. So anyways, brand new tires, 6-lug wheels. It's got these, you know, kind of newer C10 style wheels, like from the 70s. They look really great. Just kind of taking a walk around the truck, and this is what I would call kind of a farm truck condition, you know. A couple of little rust spots here and there, but overall the truck's good, you know, in good shape. The lights work. I believe it even has turn signals. We'll double check that. Yeah, it's got in fact it's got the original style turn signal built in. Turn signals work. Super minimal rust, but like I said, it is what I would call farm truck style. So nice consistent paint from bumper to bumper. Not nice paint, you know what I'm saying when I say it's nice that it's consistent from bumper to bumper. And got a few little spots though when we get up on it, you know, a few spots where the paint's coming through or chipping off old paint. And you can see that original color underneath was green, and somebody painted this metallic over the top. Little surface rust here, A little bit of rust in the bottom of the door there. Same here on the corner. Looks like it got a little dent here out on the farm. And like I said, this really was a farm truck. I mean, it came out of a farm in Coweta County right here in Georgia. So little spot there where there was a gash. You know, some Georgia red clay up in there. Bed is very old wood with some brown paint on it. And I thought about sanding it down or even replacing it, but I just figured the best thing to do would be to try to leave it consistent with the rest of the truck. You know, it's quite possible that I never know who's going to buy a vehicle from us and what they're going to use it for. And I sold another truck like this about a month ago, and that's exactly what the people did with it. They bought it for their farm, and they're not painting it, they're not doing anything to it, they're just driving it, enjoying it like it is, putting hay in the back and delivering it to the horses. So does have a new exhaust system. Also looks like there's some new brake lines that have been replaced. Spot here on the bottom where there's some surface rust, not holes but surface rust, paint obviously gouged out there a little bit. This is probably the worst of it. The bottom of the driver's side door has got some rust there, and a couple little spots here, but even still not, you know, these doors aren't rusted, you know, out so bad that they're not closing right or whatever. Looks like somebody put a little fiberglass here just to kind of, you know, mend it up. So probably some rust along the bottom of that door as well. Step ups are nice, rust free, good condition. Hinge pockets are rust free, which is really good. This one's got a little dent here where it looks like maybe something might have gotten caught in there when the door closed. That happens sometimes, but it is rust free and not compromised by rust, which is what's really important. Same thing with the floor pans. Actually look really good. Got a brand new floor mat in it, factory correct floor mat. Really, really good looking floor pans. Take a look at these floor pans. Nice clean interior. Like I said, it may need a new sending unit. The fuel gauge was working on. I'm pretty sure it was. So all nice and clean inside. We're real easy to you know, clean the interior up. Headliner's got a little tear in it. Kind of funny thing here. So the old man who owned this thing had this put this little speaker in. It's got a Ford radio in it. So when you see the Ford trucks with Chevy engines in them all the time, here's a Chevy truck with a Ford radio, whatever. Kind of funny. So I don't believe the horn works, but nice. Other than that radio, which actually it looks like they put in a factory position, I don't think behind that it's compromised all too bad. So it'll be real easy to swap that out. Nice clean seat as well. I hate these shadows. It's that time of year where it's hard to catch everything in the right. But I'll take the still photography here in the shade where we won't get any shadows. But there's no rips or tears, and actually a nice clean seat. Maybe could use a little bit of cleaning. There's a little like dirt stain or something there, probably from the farm. Glass doors open and close really easily. Windows roll up and down easily. Glass all looks good. Actually, all the glass in this, there's not cracks, which is really amazing. Most of the trucks we get in that are like this from the farm have a crack or something, and this one doesn't, so that's nice. Up underneath the truck, inner cab corners are in really good condition, as well as the step ups. And this was one of the things that really impressed me about the truck. So these are the original floor pans, all in great shape. And I showed you from the inside. I think the previous owner cleaned them up before that floor mat was installed. You know, nice and clean. Like I said, brand new exhaust. You know, factory style canister exhaust. But take a look at these floor pans. I mean, they look awesome. No rust at all. Cab corner, like I said here, no rust in the cab corner. The other side's got a little bit. We'll go over there and I'll show you. Step ups in the back, inner fender wells, no rust in there. Same thing here, step ups look good. And there's a little bit of rust in the original cab corners back there. Small bit of rust there. Pretty easy to fix. Yeah, some dirt dauber nests that need to be cleaned out. They have a tendency to like to make homes and things here in Georgia. I actually do have, and there you can see the, you know, just nice rust-free inner fender wells. I actually do have the original set of wheels for this truck. If you watch this video, hear me say it and ask for them, I'd be happy to give them to you. I just don't typically advertise them with them, but I don't have any need for them. They're a little rough, and they could use some restoration and new hubcaps, but these wheels and tires are brand new. So there you have it, 1958 Apache 3100. And man, what a great truck. It runs good, it drives good. This is a truck I could send my wife to the grocery store in. It is original, you know, style condition. I think gonna make somebody a really fun kind of a farm truck or shop truck even. Or, you know, go through and fix all the dents and a few things like that, and you could take it up to the next level.